Welcome to Cobras and Fire. My name is Bakko, and I am joined with my best friend and favorite Thanksgiving companion, LC Fox. Now, if I didn't know you were going to have props, I'm stopping the video if you're going to do this the whole time.
I'm so sorry. I can't be a prop comedian? You just told me we're doing video. I'm taking it next level.
I will never have Carrot Top on the show, 100%.
He's getting a second wind. He's in a lot of shows now.
So we got our Black Friday episode going on here. This is our fourth, fifth, or sixth annual, something like that. So it's our way of stepping away and taking time away from our families during the holiday season to give content so our listeners can do the exact same thing. So
perfect.
Well, we officially have Halloween, All Saints Day, Veterans Day, which I like to call Scotty Day, and Thanksgiving out of the way. So all that's left is, let's see here, I got my list. Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and New Year's. Did I miss anything? What holidays are left?
I think it's Respect Your...
For the holiday season.
Oh, for the holiday season, I think it's the Respect Your Secretary Day and Favorite Donut Day. What else is in December?
Those are just days. I'm saying holidays. So yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. It's a holiday when you respect your secretary. I don't know. I don't know what kind of viewpoint you have.
Oh,
but
what did I saw some really dumb thing that it's this something day today. I can't remember what it was, like empty your bag day or something. Whatever. Hey, I'm gonna hit. So for the people listening at home, we really didn't have a lot of prep for this, so I'm gonna kind of hit LC with a couple things blind here. So let's be patient with him because it's just in all fairness. But these are also very high concept ideas.
Oh, good. Hopefully, it involves Peter Criss album and repurposing those songs.
Anyway, the first thing
yeah, go ahead.
There we go. Please mention the clown song again.
Oh yeah, bring in the clowns. Is that what it's called?
Something like that.
It's raining.
Where are the clowns?
Hey, it's raining men. What's the name of the song?
It's raining clowns. There we go. Yeah.
It's raining clowns. There you go.
All right. Well, the first thing I want to hit you with, it was something that Joey Haney asked me, or he actually threw at me. He said, "You guys might want to talk about this when you get into the whole Ricky Rocket thing," and just something he thought about. And I thought, this is kind of light. It's kind of fun, and it's the holiday season. We don't want to get heavy and stuff. We want to put some kind of good mood crap out there. So this is an easy one, I think. So, Ringo Starr's all-star band, I assume, right?
I've seen him. Yes.
Awesome. All right. So you have some perspective to get into here. He opined. There's a word for you, Gene Simmons. Big.
Mm-hmm.
Why hasn't anybody in the hair metal industry done this? And I thought this would be a fun concept to get into. So here's what I want to set up for you to think about. First of all, I would like to point out that it's kind of already been done. I mean, it's not entirely accurate to say it hasn't been done. The Nelson Boys did scrap metal, which I've seen a couple times, where they brought in kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. And also Matt Sorum and Dave Navarro had their band Camp Freddy, which was kind of the same kind of concept, but they never toured. And I don't think scrap metal really toured either. They just showed up at like hair metal festivals like M3, Grand Rock Timber, that stuff.
Sure.
I don't know, maybe they did the Monsters of Rock cruise, who knows. But here's the thing, about a couple of things about that. Before we get into kind of what I want to hit you with is, first of all, the Nelson guys they're way too late. I think they can't be the guys that do it. Also, Dave Navarro is not hair metal at all, and Matt Sorum isn't even the Ringo Starr of Guns N' Roses. So I just
right.
I think so. Here's where I'm going, and this is what I wanted you to think about, because I have three of my own. And while I'm saying those, I want you to think maybe there's somebody I missed. But if this was to be done, first of all, it's too late. I think this had to happen in 1997, 98. So let's assume it's like 1998, and someone's like, I'm going to do a hair metal version of what Ringo Starr has been doing since the late 80s. And my three candidates, two of them, I think zero chance they would ever be interested in doing it. One, I think there's a decent chance they would. But my first two are Tommy Lee or Bret Michaels. Those are the two I don't think would ever agree to do it. Bret kind of does it on his Party Gras thing, but he does the one thing that I don't... Oh, go ahead.
So in your version, it does not have to be a drummer like Ringo Starr or Ricky
It doesn't,
Rocket.
but yeah. So Tommy Lee though is a big enough name like Ringo Starr. Also, he can step away from the drums as he did on his solo stuff. He was largely a front man. How good of a singer he was. You can say the same thing about Ringo when it comes to that. But he can play guitar. He can he can play the drums for some songs and come up for others. Is all I'm saying, and be kind of like a ringleader of the show. Without just sitting behind the kit. And the same thing with Bret Michaels. He can share a stage with people. He does it on Mardi Gras. Now, what he does on that is something that I want to eliminate from this equation, even though if this really did become a reality, there's zero chance that this wouldn't happen. But I don't want fucking Styx. I don't want goddamn Night Ranger. I want hair metal, okay? I want Vixen, and I don't want fucking Toto. I understand these guys have good guitar players, and they have their moments that kind of are metal, but no fucking Journey, okay? I don't even want Kiss except for Bruce. I want Bruce Kulick. Kiss, he could be part. Like I'm saying, the guests you bring on, like you know what I mean. Like if I'm Tommy Lee, I'm not including Toto in this group. This is fucking hair metal. This is like so. Gene, Paul, Ace, and Peter not eligible. Aerosmith not eligible, but Bruce Kulick. He is eligible, if you catch my drift. But those are my own personal criteria. But my third one, and I think this guy, actually, if it had been pitched to him right, I think he might have done it and actually might have done a really good job of this. And that is Dee Snider of Twisted Sister, where he could have been kind of a roving frontman, have a revolving star, just like, and no matter who these guys are, but it's like you're bringing in your band is basically who's available and who wants to do it year to year from that scene. Now I kick it to you.
Okay, so if I'm understanding the question and the scenario correctly, this is essentially a rock and roll collective. Let's call it an 80s version of the Dead Daisies where people can come in and out.
Hair metal collective.
Fine.
Very
fine.
specific.
Hair metal specific collective where there's one main person that's always in it, be it Tommy Lee, Bret Michaels, or Dee Snider.
Ringo Starr.
The rest, I got it. So similar. So it would.
Who is the Ringo Starr? Is my question. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those are all good ones. I think that the Tommy is probably the only drummer that could fill that role, and that's why the Ricky. By the way, his full name is Ricky Rocket Raccoon. I want to put that into the universe now. I think that the Raccoon has eclipsed him in popularity from the Guardians of the Galaxy than the regular Rocket, so he must be triple R.
The video is not going to have the laugh track to help you out on that joke, so just
No, it's not. Unfortunate. Ricky Rocket Raccoon. It's got your laugh track. There you go. All right.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
so anyway, yeah, but because he doesn't really have that thing. I don't even know what his voice sounds like. Like I think that from our. To your point for the Tommy Lee thing, so I'm like, first get out that way. I don't know if any other drummer could take this role.
Doesn't have to be a drummer, but I was thinking more like who is that guy who's a big enough a name from that scene. Yeah,
right. And I'm reinforcing your point of I don't think that anybody else could be it except for Tommy Lee because he can get up there and talk about beating his ex-wife for 10 minutes on going to jail and have those kind of things to really engage the audience. So he has that for him. His son can show up. They can throw down on stage. He can occasionally go into piano medleys and derail the entire affair. About talking about his son. I
know this is high concept, but I'm actually asking, do you have any thoughts on like who are other people who could do this?
I am getting there. Jesus. You took 9 minutes to explain the high concept.
Fair enough, but like get the car back on the road, man.
I am. So now I have no other drummer. That's where I'm going. I cannot recommend another drummer. Dee Snider.
Okay.
I'm not going to see anything. Bret Michaels. Even if it was before Mardi Gras, I don't think I'd still see that because, like you said, like that doesn't really do it for me. Maybe Dee Snider would be one, but it's hard. That's what was Metal Allegiance? Was that ever a touring thing, or was that just a recording thing of a bunch of? That's not hair. That's not hair metal.
I don't know.
But you know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah,
that was.
I don't know that they toured.
Okay.
I don't know that they did.
Okay.
Maybe they did. What about Tom Kiefer? He's another one I thought about, but I kind of eliminated.
I guess it has to be hair. Does Zach Wilde count at all for hair metal?
I wouldn't think so.
I guess
not really, no.
Yeah. It's difficult. I think this is why it doesn't exist. My quick answer to you is the ones you picked were the ones that I would probably grab first. So I don't. If you have a ton more questions, we can move on from here. But I think that's why it hasn't really existed.
So not Jizzy Pearl?
No. I mean,
sorry, I love you, Jizzy. I think he gets the joke, but Stephen Pearcy, maybe.
Yeah, but then that's the limitation
about
But isn't this thing? Is this a place that is this a collective that comes out with their own original songs like Dead Daisies, or is this all cover songs?
No. I mean, there's no Ringo Starr All-Star Band original song album. No, this is just a group going out celebrating the music of the people that are on the stage at the band of the current time.
Okay, so Stephen Pearcy, I give a hard pass to because everything would just sound like Rat. I don't think that it's going to work. He doesn't have that.
Well, he's not singing the whole time. I mean, you're sharing the stage. You have different vocalists.
Okay, so both.
You said you saw Ringo Starr's All-Star Band before. I mean, it's not Ringo singing lead every song. You know what I mean?
Of course not. Well, okay. So what I'm thinking about is, but he is always on the songs. So if you have a vocalist, I would.
Well,
think
he can walk off stage or whatever. I mean. Yeah. Well, good point, because other than sing, he really can't add much to it, where the other guys, Brett can pick up a guitar. I don't know what Dee would do, I guess. I just think he would probably walk off stage as a ringleader and kind of announce people and come out and sing at certain points. You know what I mean? Where Tommy might play drums, he might be there the whole show, you know what I mean? Play guitar, might sing lead.
Yeah. If I'm going to go anywhere else, it would be one of our other mascots, and that's Sebastian Bach. But I think it would probably fall apart within a week. So, because that guy would have I'm thinking big personalities, names, somebody that is like I'm a huge fan of everything. So that would be my only other suggestion as far as like a linchpin in it, but he's kind of the opposite. He's a derailer.
I like that pick, though. I think, in a perfect scenario, he could probably make it work as well.
I would go see it.
He's a lot like Dee in the sense where they kind of probably have to leave when one of the other artists are being featured and stuff like that. So
yeah. That's what I got. But I would see it. Do you have a name? Do you have a name for it? Do you have a cool name? Is it called the Hard 180?
Yeah, why not?
Branding. Hard 180 by Bud Light.
Well, okay, so let's pick it. We're going to say Tommy Lee and his Swinging Dicks. How about that?
Done. I think that's the lead choice. Talk about branding. Yeah. These annoying thin cans. Like, even if I'm just going to drink some water, now they got to come look like a White Claws now.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking A.
It's like those skinny cigarettes that only chicks smoked.
I know. I feel gay every time I have one of these. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it is definitely an identifier. No. You need a nice girthy can. Make you feel manly.
Oh, God. All right. Well, why don't we get into basically my next thing was really kind of simple stuff. So I was going to try to get into like, I don't know, like some favorite moments or memories from certain things. Let's start with, hold on. Where are my fucking notes here? See, this is why.
By the way, are you in line, people? This is a Black Friday episode. Remember, you're in line. You've been in line for 20 minutes. We've helped you.
They're in queue trying to get tickets to, what was the show? AC/DC.
AC/DC. You're only 19,000 people left. Come back in an hour, there's nobody.
About this? I'll say best, but how about first memory that you think of when I mention these things, and I'll share mine after you answer, okay?
Okay.
I got a handful of them. The best Christmas gift you got under the age of 10.
Oh, I think Castle Grayskull, probably.
Ooh, that was badass. Pretty good.
Yeah, because it completed it. That or the Ewok Village is pretty badass. I'm trying to think of for all you Jedi haters, that thing was nice. Had a little thing you could catch fucking C-3PO, and C-3PO would break up, and you go in a big little Ewok sack and get pulled up.
Wow, that's pretty sweet.
Do you have
the
one?
Weird thing is my first. Yeah, and the first thing I thought of, the one memory that I always go back to, it isn't very good. But like it's Star Wars related. But you know how like every Christmas Star Wars, my friends are getting the Millennium Falcon, the goddamn Death Star shit. I got that Pod City Twin Flyer one year.
Oh, yeah,
it's the worst Star Wars collectible. The orange 2-pod thing of that, basically of the Sweden or Switzerland of fucking whatever universe the Star Wars takes place in. So that's mine. I'll go with that. There was also like a semi that had logs on it that I got. I remember I like that. But anyway,
do you get a fireplace for it too? All right. Yep. Good. You know what?
All right. What
and
about?
Also, I got a shout out. I got to put out a shout out for GI Joe though, because he did have the better sets. So sorry, I didn't want to throw shade on him.
Oh, whatever. Good for GI Joe. I don't remember getting
all of it burned in the fire. It all burned in the fire, Bakko. All of it.
I had the big doll with that weird fuzzy head.
No.
And the circle that would always form in the beard there would be like a little like pencil eraser thing. Like everybody I knew that had it would just kind of fall apart right there for some reason. All right, same question, but
let's go.
Same question, but over the age of 20. So we'll say between 20 and 30. Because I have one more. Don't go later.
Over the age of 20? What did you say? Or under the age of 20?
Between 20 and 30. I wrote it down poorly.
The best Christmas present.
Or the first thing you think of, doesn't it? Like I said, I'm just hitting you with this, so I'm not really giving you time. What's the first thing that comes to mind during that period?
Well, that's just during my hornball stage, so I'm guessing it was working on. Yeah, I can't think of anything actually a gift though.
If it makes you feel better, I don't have a great one.
Go ahead.
The psycho I dated before Amy gave me a pack of unopened original first series Kiss cards.
Okay.
She found it at an antique store. I thought that was nice.
Thoughtful gift.
Yeah. Yeah. The weird thing is that like my gift history is actually kind of sad and makes me depressed when I think about it, because like growing up, I'm sorry. Look, you would buy me a better gift after we did 2 podcasts than my parents did my entire life. As far as like thought put into it, what would he like kind of nonsense. You know what I mean? I never got anything Kiss related my entire life until I was almost 30 years old. And that was probably this thing. So anyway,
you know what?
You come up with anything yet?
I did. So I think I was like 23 or 24. This very tragic girlfriend that I did though make a it was probably a picture this big, like this, a canvas where she actually drew very well and painted the Rock and Roll Over cover. Since we're going that direction, and if you ever want to see this painting, it's either in Aaron Camaro or Sinzak's room, because I when I started listening to Disciple Geek, I said I don't know where I'm going to put this. This is 20 years ago from who gave it to me, and it's Kiss related, so I sent it to him, and it's up there. I don't remember.
I think I have a watercolor painting I did of that album cover somewhere still. Anyway, but that's pretty cool, man.
So.
What's she doing now?
I don't know. I don't know what her and her crazy eyes are doing.
All right, here's my last one of this little category. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Crazy eyes. All right, your best or whatever. Like I see, I wrote best, but I'm like, this is if I'm going to hit you with this cold, I really can't call it best. What's the one? Give me a gift or 2 that you remember after the age of 40.
Of course, it was the birth of my children that I got for Christmas.
I love it.
You hear that? That's right.
Goddamn right. This is going to be the short clip that we share on Facebook. So
that's right. It's also the reason that if nobody had kids, everybody would have a shitload of money. How's that for Christmas?
Kids are the worst.
They're little succubuses. They bleed you dry. You got to start pet. This is why podcasts exist.
Exactly. Yeah, to get away from kids.
We don't need this closet for storage. We did it to store away my dreams. Put it on this poster right here. Never let them come out. See the light of day. Hold Mitch Malloy
That's what you got,
CDs.
buddy.
Upside down.
Oh, nice.
So.
Is that where you keep all your CDs, by the way?
All of them right here.
Always...
Ready to go. Bam!
These are mine.
I know. You could.
Hold on. Down there. Let's see if I can get in. Segregated from mine. That's my wife's little pile.
Mine's a Dewey Decimal System of A through Z down there now.
All right. Awesome. Well, is it my turn or was there something else?
Please. No, that's all I got.
Well, honestly, the gift giving really upgraded when I upgraded my life and got together with Amy. So, I mean, I thought about the Motley Crue Shout at the Devil box set I got a couple years ago. She got me a Paul Stanley guitar one year. The downside is that, like, about 2 years into our relationship, we're also sharing a bank account. So I'm also going, why the fuck would you spend money on this? You know?
Exactly. It's hard to hide the surprise when all of a sudden you're a bit light that week.
Yeah, and you can relate to this. Once you become a dad, basically, the kids' gifts. I mean, the gifts to you, like, especially compared to the wife, it's like you're treated like a basically like someone who's asking for something from whatever Toys for Tots, and mom is getting the fucking full metal rollout. But
oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Is that, you know, for a birthday or any kind of event, I'm always just like, you know me, I'm like secret about my birthday. It's sometime around February. Because part of it is kind of like, I don't need to wait till my birthday to get what I want. I'm a grown ass man. I got 364 other days. I can just buy whatever the fuck I want if I want to get it. I don't have to wait for that day.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I really don't care about gifts that much anymore, just like that. But I do remember the day that you accidentally exposed your birthday to me. It was one of my favorite moments of my life. So.
I know. I do think I have one of the greatest gifts. Oh, what should I say? I have that beer koozie, I think, that says "Windows down, dicks up" or whatever from Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a great conversation piece.
Yeah, and Wilson the band, not Wilson my buddy. For
exactly.
Regular listeners of this show.
What is the
All
phrase?
right, what's
I had
the
that
first
wrong.
thing? No, you got Windows up, dicks down, or dicks up, Windows down. Sorry, I had it wrong too.
Yeah, which is weird.
All right.
What should you do first, the window or the dick?
Oh, dick first.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got
dick
it.
first. Yeah, gotta have dick up, and then window down. All right. Look, you know, the New Year's Eve thing has been kind of an off and on blur over the years. It's really in the last decade basically just been dinner, maybe a movie depending on who we're with, or if the kids were in or out of the house, that stuff. But it wasn't always that way, and I think it was the same thing for you. What's the first memory you think of for New Year's Eve? Doesn't have to be family friendly.
I think that the first thing that I remember is being just at a club in 1999, and just like a mix of everybody's expectations for the whole world to be changed from that stupid Y2K thing. That's the first thing I think of.
Oh man,
being in your mid 20s and being like out and about, like spending that stupid money, $50 or whatever, to be at some bar that you would normally just walk in. You know, and pay your same stuff for it. It was one of those nights, and we were all having fun. And then that was just like, you know, 1 a.m. happens, 2 a.m., and then life goes on. But there was so much. We talk about media today. That was a focus. It seemed like there was a big push for chaos, big chaos, but it wasn't all like, it doesn't matter what channel you're on. Nobody knew it was going to happen. Am I remembering this right or wrong? That's kind of what I was. That's the one New Year's Eve I remember the most. So.
I like that. I'm surprised that I didn't go there. I was probably because I was still with that psycho before Amy.
Right.
But it was me and Knuckles. We at his mom's house. Whatever. But my first memory was at the North Star Bar in Rochester, Minnesota, probably towards the end of my college years, and a fight broke out near the pool table I was standing at. And I realized this is a great time for me to steal this pitcher and go throw it in my car. So, those big glass pitchers for beer? Yeah. I still have it. I ran it out to my car, and because, the bouncers had to leave the back door.
Right.
No security. Yeah. I went out, came back in, took a piss, and partied on with my life. So that was my first memory. But
I love it because it's that I think everyone out there is thinking right now, have I had missed opportunities for free glassware? And you really have to spot those. You have to be like this is the time. If I want to get free beer glasses, there is now a distraction. I love how you see that. You see through it. You see 2 moves ahead.
I cannot be the only person who stole a lot of glasses or
Kidding me?
From bars. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, this has been fun. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, glassware shrinkage is built into their business model.
Very good, man. So, anybody that watches or listens to this, it actually is, right? I mean, it really is. From the breakage to the theft, especially at bars. So, but if you're watching this or listening to this, wherever you can leave a comment, tell us your favorite memories. Tell us your favorite thoughts. As a matter of fact, tell us your favorite comments on what we're about to get into. LC, I'd like to kind of rapid fire you with a bunch of this or that, if you don't mind.
Sure.
All right, so since we're past Thanksgiving, this is more like a Christmas, whatever your holiday that you're going to get into here. For you and I, it's Christmas. So, and actually, come on, it's such a fucking secular thing now. It's just Christmas. But that's not a shit on Hanukkah, whatever. This is the meal thing. All right, so LC, we'll go back and forth. I'll give you this or that, and you go first, and I'll give mine.
Please.
Okay. Turkey or ham?
Turkey.
All right, I'm a ham guy. All right,
ham's
mashed potatoes or
Hobo.
See, now,
I'll the B.
Nice. I like that. I'll accept turkey for Thanksgiving, ham for Christmas, but we're past Thanksgiving, so we are talking. So you're saying turkey for Christmas as well. All right, good enough. Mashed potatoes or stuffing?
Mashed potatoes.
I go stuffing. All right. Well, this is turned out to be. We should have dinner together. It sounds like you're gonna love this one. Sweet potatoes or yams?
Oh, I guess I gotta go sweet potatoes. It makes me vomit less.
I don't think there's a difference, so I'm gonna go. What did you say? Sweet potato?
Yeah, I like them.
I'll just say yam. Yeah,
but I will say I like them as fries. Not anyway. I'm not a big sweet potato guy. Keep going.
Me either. My wife loves them, but I can pretty much pass them for the rest of my life. Pumpkin pie or apple pie?
Apple pie.
Same. All right, there was a verse. What about green bean casserole or mac and cheese?
Oh, green bean casserole.
Absolutely the same on me. So now we're kind of tying things up here. All right, so to finish this, pickled herring, and instead of giving you an either or, I'm going to give you a yes or no, up or down. Pickled herring.
Down.
I am all fucking in on pickled herring. It is a holiday tradition. And other than like as the groups have gotten smaller, if unless I'm with my uncle Roger, who's getting up there in years, because he's the one who turned me on to it 20, 30 years ago, I'm the only one eating it. So I buy a thing of pickled herring every year around this time at a Norwegian store off of Lake Street in Minneapolis called Ingebrigtsen, if you care. And it sits in my fridge, the uneaten portion, till about May, and then we throw it away. But I slap that sucker on a cracker, and I love it. So if you haven't had pickled herring, I highly encourage it. But
I maybe have just not had it done right or done,
It's just kind of a sweet fish.
Yeah,
so,
because I do like pickled stuff. Like gnocchi is, if I'm pronouncing that right. If it's done wrong, it tastes like just like garbage. But if you get it right, Polish.
Okay. And for people that think of pickling, like if you compare it to an actual pickle, think of dill versus sweet pickle. This is more in the family of sweet pickling brine. So anyway.
Okay. I like it.
All right. Well, that's all I had for you, man. I wish you always a Merry Christmas. We'll be talking soon. And everybody listening, please comment and share your thoughts on all this stuff we've been talking about. We'd love to hear from you. And we always like hearing from you.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't talk about it on the show for some reason.
Yeah. Hey, everybody out there, have a great Thanksgiving, that you've already had, because it's been like, I hope you're having a nice Thanksgiving weekend. But the other part I was going to say is that the comment that I want to see the most is that band idea. I do find that intriguing. I think we're missing. I think that there's probably some obvious things out there that we're missing, and so we're like, oh, we should have had that. What would be the first? And then even like, what would be the first setup to get it going? Who would be in it?
Yeah, maybe we can flesh it out a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I think the reason I didn't get into that was because like after you have the leader, it can be anybody.
I get that.
It can be Bruce Kulick. It can be Jizzy Pearl. It can be, Steven Sweet from Warrant. To me, it doesn't matter at that point. But I think you need that one unifying lead character like a Ringo Starr. See, and also, by the way, Ringo is the perfect guy. John and Paul couldn't do this. George wouldn't do it. But this perfectly fits the whole Ringo character. So you almost need to factor that in. It's actually a very fun concept.
Let me just add one more thing to it. Would it be like, because this is the thing I've liked the most about this, is imagine Hairball without the costume changes, but you have but that kind of thing where it's going through. Would it be like a couple from this band, a couple from that band, or just take that out of it? Because that could.
I would see it exactly the way you're saying it. Yeah, I mean, because that's what Ringo Starr does. I mean, if he has Billy Squier out with him, they play some Billy Squier songs.
Sure.
And then Billy steps back and plays guitar during other people's songs,
So almost like the rock and roll residency at Rockin' Pod, that kind of thing. Or
there's another version of it. The only the thing there is that there is no they get celebrities to do it.
But there's not a main one that's in it.
What separates the Ringo Starr, the concept, is that it is actually a touring entity once a year. And it's a different lineup, like
every time
in the band every year, yeah, and that is assembled based on desire and availability. So that kind of concept, where you celebrate the music of that scene, and the brilliant thing about it is that because it changes so much, the set list changes so much every year. So,
now that you talk about this more, I think it's pretty amazing that this has not existed. I think you have
that was Joey's point,
but a good point.
I'm going to definitely pass that off to Joey, but I do think it's too late. I think this did need to be started no later than 2001, 2, 3, somewhere in there. At this point, you could do it as like a one-off gig. It might be kind of fun and cool, but as a touring act, I mean, it's just too. These guys are too old.
I don't know, but look at what Hairball does quite well, and that's kind of there's some bones in there.
The music isn't too old. I'm saying it's too old for Dee Snider to start this thing and keep it going for 20 years. He could maybe do it for 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean? So, Twisted Sister just announced a tour, and there's only 4 shows. So,
right, I hear you. All right.
Anyway,
well, listen,
all right.
It's been
well,
fun
happy holidays, everybody. Yeah, happy holidays, everybody. Happy Black Friday. I hope you aren't getting trampled. It seems like those days are behind us, thankfully. And, of course, happy holidays to you, LC.
Yes, and to you as well, sir. Rock's not dead. It's gone shopping.